Hey everyone, welcome back to Bella Cakes, where today we're going to be making banana drop chip bread. Yes, as you can see on the photos, this was definitely a winner. It was simple to make, easy, straightforward, as you will see in the video. Please tune in and watch and see how simple this cake is. So first of all, the usual, we're going to go through our ingredients we're going to be using in this recipe. As you can literally tell, these are all the ingredients we're going to need, so it means it's going to be a very simple one. So because for this recipe we need walnuts that are roasted, we're just going to transfer some walnuts into the oven and get them roasted up while we're working on our other ingredients. Next up, we're going to be using our Choc chips. And we only need half a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I had the sweet ones, but please go for the semi-sweet ones if your bananas are overripe. Next in, we're going to go with 2 cups of all-purpose flour, which is literally plain flour in Australia. Next in, we're going to add in our baking powder or baking soda, and we just want to use 1 teaspoon. Next up, half teaspoon of salt. And we're going to give that a good sieving, incorporating the air into the mixture. Next, we're going to use half a cup of unsalted butter, which is half of 250 grams. And we want to melt that butter. Next up, we need 1 egg and 1 egg yolk. So just separating the yolk from the egg white. Next in, we're gonna combine our melted butter with caster sugar. So we only need about 1 cup of caster sugar or granulated sugar, but I went with about 3/4 of a cup just because. And there you can see my little helper helping me out. That's my daughter. She really wanted to help me out, so I had to let her do it. Next up, we're going to use sour cream. And we only need 1/4 cup of the sour cream to the mixture. Then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Add the eggs. Give it a good whisk. So you're looking for that nice yellow color. Next up, I'm just going to chop up my walnuts that have been roasted. Then mashing up my bananas. So I used 3 bananas, 3 ripe bananas. Add them to the mixture. Now we're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And then we're just going to continue folding in the mixture. And up next is going to be the Choc chips. Just make sure that you have some out just to add on to your decoration of the bread. And adding on your walnuts, we need half a cup of the walnuts. And then just combining all that together, just folding it in. As you can see, my little helper is back again, so I had to make a separate mixture for her to go along while I continue on with my dishing out of the cake mixture into the cake tin. You'll probably notice in the video that I'm interchangeably using cake and bread. Forgive me. Now just spreading out the mixture into the cake tin. And then the remainder of those chopped chips, just make sure that you sprinkle it on top. You want to add the crunchiness and chocolatey taste to the bread. And now just going in with the walnuts as well. Then you have to bake it at 180 degrees Celsius. And now it's out of the oven. To make sure that your cake or bread is well cooked, just use a toothpick and make sure that nothing comes off. It has to come out clean without any form of residue on it. Now taking out the bread onto the cooling rack. Just make sure that you spend at least 10 minutes after taking out of the oven before you transfer it to the cooling rack, just to avoid any cracking of the cake. And then you can make it sit on the cooling rack for another 20 minutes until it's well cooled down, and then you can slice into it. Now that's just a view of the banana bread. Looking all chunky and delicious. Now for the moment of truth. Voila, it looks perfect. Just what we need. Going in with our second slice. Now you can have this with a cup of tea, plain, or you can decorate it however you would want to do. Add a bit of ice cream, a bit of cream, anything to your preference. But this is what it looks like up close. And this is with a bit of ice cream from our previous video of how to make ice cream. Thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Please make sure to share, like, and subscribe, comment, and let me know what you want to watch on this channel. I promise you, you will love this cake. You'll love this bread. It was simple and straight to the point. Thank you guys, and have a good one. Bye.